What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to always keep notified on my newest content. Today I have chosen to review the newest Sleep Token record, Take Me Back to Eden. This is the third studio LP from the mysterious UK metal prog outfit Sleep Token. And when I say mysterious, I mean mysterious. The identity of the band members are all unknown. All we really know by them is they go by the numbers 2 through 4 and the lead singer going by the name Vessel. They don't talk. They never speak in during a live set. The only time they were speaking to was for an interview for the rock article Louder. So there's not that much background. The most I can really tell you is that the band debuted back in 2019 with their record Sundowning, and this record was the first impression I ever gained for the band. And even though I didn't find this record to be incredible or immaculate, anything on that type of level of elevation, I did hear the potential in the band. I feel like ever since their debut, I was always able to find a song or two, a passage or two, just some kind of motif dug in somewhere into their discog where I can sink my teeth into and I can find flavor. So that kind of gave me high hopes for this new record, Take Me Back to Eden, really hoping that it would reach that potential. And nah. Yeah, sadly, this album did not offer me anything new, bold, replenishing for the alternative music genre, or even just the metal genre itself. Now, I do really like it when the band plays a lot with gent music. I'm a sucker for it, guilty pleasure. But that's not all the band really induces. They also are really heavy incorporating some pop elements, some R&B occasionally, and then all this filtered with the progressional style. With the first track, Chokehold, I'm somewhat left with reassurance that this record could still dive into some potential, but I'm already seeing some decline with the vocalizations, because all I ever think about when I hear this vocal is just, it feels like a Creed tribute. I will admit that the instrumentals do pack a bite onto this song. The guitars really feel like they were very eager to appeal in the mix. The strongest track on this list, in my opinion, comes for the second track, The Summoning. This song has a lot of hype going for it. I think the lead vocals had a much more smoother approach to it on this song. It felt a lot more natural. The chorus had a much bigger effect on the longevity of the song. And they still do that thing in their song where it could still progress into a totally different phase, which could be appealing to you, could be very annoying. In this song, it switches to some slower pop swings, which isn't really something that feels like a warm surprise, and more so just feels like the moment when you walk in through the door and it just feels awkward. You're just sitting there, just stiff-armed, just... Okay. Why'd you do that? And these moments tend to pile up more than they should. You can't just really just nudge them into a corner. You're gonna need a lot more room, because it just keeps on happening and happening and happening. We're falling into this cycle where it's just the same structures and predictability with these transitions and into like some dark pop, some R&B, like I said, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get hit with the gent breakdown. It's just, it just feels like a joke. Like with the song Granite, that's pretty much what it does. I'll hand them that the melody does have some appeal to it for sure. But dude, if we're gonna be this cliche, especially early on, let's cut down on some of the predictability, because you gotta need something really going for it if you're gonna keep going with this formula. Like, what is going on with the song Ascensionism? It's built like a rainbow cone that fell on the floor, but like you still picked it up and you actually ate it, you nasty bitch. The R&B POV onto this verse is just super corny, and especially you come in and out with a breakdown all of a sudden. It's just, dude, this is super repetitive. And you can't unknown the production flaws on here. There are so many times where I can really notice the vibrato coming off of the vocals, and it's not pleasant. It's actually kind of cringy. But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes my guilty pleasures do want to come out for some of these songs because of these melodies. That's really the only thing that some of these songs really have going for it. Other than that, it's repetitive. I'll literally be in the beginning of a song where it's an absolute snooze fest. They trickle in some sound ideas that are still super plain, but then all of a sudden I'll be like, this melody's okay. And then I previously didn't mind the title track, but in cohesion with the record, it's even more exhausting after burrowing through these underwhelming tracks. I really just feel like there wasn't that much growth and maturity and progress ever since their debut in 2019. The vision and scope is still there. I really do feel like it's still there, and I wouldn't knock them for all the inclusions that they added, but when it comes to the fundamental craft of these songs, they are just so synthetic. They don't really manage to make a smooth transition that feels natural. They're relying way too much on their effects. If I pulled a demo out of a DAW template, it would sound way more natural than most of these songs. And this really is just not enough movement on here, way too many choppy moments at times. It just feels like it's just snapped to the grid on cue, and it's just very synthetic and very choppy and robotic. No magic to it, anything on here. No musical miracles, delights, hardly even any guilty pleasures. This album really is just full of underdeveloped songwriting, which is a shame, because honestly there's times where I really could look past some of the grossness in these songs. This album really is just full of underdeveloped songwriting material, which is such a shame because there are so many times on this record where I feel like I could honestly look past the faults of these songs from Sleep Token. But that could just be a really toxic trait of mine. I really did enjoy some of the 2000s rock era. Still kind of do sometimes, so I'm gonna give Sleep Tokens Take Me Back to Eden 837%. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go to like, share, comment down below of what you thought of this record. Do not forget to check the description for my separate tracklist ratings for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep with me on the daily. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.